Hola muchachos, Lifeaholic Mom here, and today we are going to go have a quick chat with Maritza. She is what we consider a boomerang. So she is originally from Limon, and then she went to United States, and now she's back. So we're gonna go talk to her about her experience being from here and then going to live abroad and then coming back. So hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. Hola muchachos, Lifeaholic Mom here, and today we are with our dear friend, Miss Maritza.
Hello.
And she is a Black Costa Rican. She's originally from here, then she went to the States for a while, and then she came back. So I call her a boomerang because she left, she came back, and here she is.
Yeah.
So she's gonna tell us a little bit about her experience, how, what her life is like here in Costa Rica at the moment, and yeah. All right, my dear.
Hello.
Thank you for taking the time to hang out with us today.
Anytime.
So Maritza, tell me a little bit about your experience. So like you were from here.
So basically, I was born and raised here in Limon, which is about 50 minutes away from Puerto Viejo. I was there being raised by my grandma.
Okay.
That was a tendency that happened about 30, 40 years. A lot of moms
Parents had to work.
Right. So they had to leave Costa Rica and work in the United States in order for us to survive and have a better lifestyle.
Right.
So I was raised by my grandma until I was 13, and my mom sent for me.
Yeah.
She was living in Brooklyn, so woo to Brooklyn. Yeah. So I ended up in Brooklyn going to Sarah J. Hale. So if any people from Sarah J. Hale are out there too. And it was a wonderful experience.
Right.
But coming from Costa Rica, I was almost frozen like a popsicle because
you're like out of your element. You're like, wait a minute.
I was like, what is all this snow? What is going on?
This is white fluffy stuff on the ground. It's cold.
It's very, very cold. And as you can see in this warmth, you're not accustomed to that.
Right.
So the first thing I did once I started looking for colleges was trying to find something to get me out of the cold. So I ended up applying for a number of universities, and thank God, and fantastic experience, I ended up at USC.
Yeah, Trojans.
Yeah, Trojans, hey, fight on. So went to USC 4 years, got my degree in business, and then I came back.
Yeah.
I came back for 2 years, and I realized I couldn't.
Why did you decide to come back?
Okay, I came back because my grandparents were getting older.
Okay.
And I wanted to still have a bond with them, and I felt very separated from them for
Of course.
8 years. That was a long time. So I came back, spent 2 years here, got a job with United Airlines, worked for the airline, and then went back to the States.
Okay.
Went back to New York.
So to the States.
I went back to the States and had a number of jobs. I mean, I worked for Citibank and Pfizer, and just was all out there, and realized that I love to travel. I needed to get back into the travel industry. So that's when I ended up becoming a meeting planner and travel director.
Nice.
So I was working conventions, incentives, Super Bowl, Olympics, just
Nice.
doing all of the logistics for those kinds of companies, and I did that for 20 years.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a hell of an experience.
Yes.
But I traveled the world, girl.
Yes. She's got many stamps in her passport. Yeah.
Just a few.
Very nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me, now that you're back, obviously a lot has changed since the time you left when you were 13
Yes.
to where things are now. What is your favorite thing about being here now, like being back here? What is
Right.
your favorite thing about being here now?
My favorite thing is actually being at the beach.
Oh, yes.
Having that beach lifestyle, it's so relaxing. I forget what day it is. I forget what time it is.
I don't wear a watch anymore, y'all. I used to wear a big old, because I always felt like I needed to know what day is
Yes.
it and what time is it. Here,
Can't remember.
I don't know the day. I only know the time if I have an appointment. Other than that,
You just don't know.
you're at the beach.
And you don't care.
And you don't care.
Yeah.
And you don't have that underlying anxiety that you have in North America.
Oh, yeah.
That says, like, I gotta be somewhere, I gotta be here, I gotta be there. It's just like, you still have appointments. We're not just sitting around like twiddling our thumbs.
We're not,
You know
we're
what I
not.
mean? Like we're working,
Yeah.
but it's a different kind of work that's minus the anxiety that we
Exactly.
typically would feel if we were in North America. Wouldn't you
Absolutely.
agree?
Absolutely. It's
Like
a
we still
different
work,
feel.
we still do our thing,
Yeah.
homeschool our kids, we
Homeschooling.
take, run our businesses, but we're not, it's just that anxiety is gone.
Yes. I think the weather helps you kind of bring
Yes,
it down.
Absolutely.
Absolutely bring it down. And just the vibe here in Puerto, it's different. I've been to the Pacific side as well. It's not
just
the
different.
same.
That energy is different.
Yes.
The people are different.
Yeah, the people are different.
It's just cool.
Yeah, I think everybody, what I like about being here specifically is that nobody's really interfering with what your lifestyle is.
Right.
If you want to walk out and just have on flip-flops, whatever you want, nobody really
Nobody's gonna
cares.
judge you. Their clothes, they look like they just went to like the Salvation Army and just grabbed two things that fit and put it on.
And you know
And
what?
I love
That's
it.
great. That's great.
I love it.
I mean, why we stress ourselves out
Put
more.
it on us.
Yeah.
You put that stress on us.
And that's not for us. I mean, your children have to be individuals too, and they have to express themselves.
Right.
And if they say, hey, I just want to wear this T-shirt and a pair of shorts, and who cares? Girl,
Leave me
go.
alone.
Yeah,
And
just
leave me
do
alone
it.
about it. Well, I'm the adult version of my kids. I look decent right now, but y'all catch me after this interview.
I see her all the time, and she looks good. Don't listen to her.
After this interview, I'm looking just like Salvation Army, just like these. Anyway, okay, thank you. So,
Yeah.
what is your least favorite thing about living here or being back here? Would you say? Well, you're actually living here now because you haven't really been an adult here, Maritza, have you?
Well,
I mean, except for the time you came back.
I came back.
Grandparents.
I've been back in Costa Rica itself about 11 years,
Yeah.
and here in Puerto 4.
Right.
So I did have that kind of like transition from New York to Costa, and the one thing, and this is for all of Costa,
Okay.
I can't stand the fact that I can't just walk to the store and get everything I need for my hair, for my skin,
No
you know?
Target, no Walmart.
There's no Carol's Daughter, there's no Sephora.
There's no natural, well, there's Bioland. I don't
Well,
know
yeah,
if
there's bio. Well, you can always try to get things in Limon, but when you're dealing with like,
no one-stop shop.
no, there's no one-stop shop. There's no Target. I love Target. Target,
Target.
girl. Target.
Target.
We love Target. I miss Target.
I miss Target. And sometimes I don't even buy anything from Target. I just go to Target and peruse the aisles.
There's a lot to see.
Yes.
But there's a Walmart here, but Walmart doesn't have.
And it's super far, and I don't.
Yeah.
Walmart is kind of like.
Yeah, I don't love Walmart.
Blase.
You know, we try.
So the one-stop shop, you would say, is kind of a downfall. No, but anyway, so the fact that you can't just go and get the things readily available that you're used to.
Yeah.
But isn't it a good trade-off?
It is because
what you don't have versus what you do.
Yeah. I mean, I have the lifestyle. I have the all the benefits that come from just being able to walk and take a swim, of having this wonderful weather. My friends see me, they're like, you always have a tan. It's like, I'm healthy, I'm happy,
and it shows
I feel
on your
good.
skin.
Yeah, it shows on your skin. This humidity, it works,
It
people.
works.
It works.
It does.
Your earrings want to go and
Yeah,
swim.
my earrings are like, I'm ready to go for a swim. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you could tell the people, tell the people.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something.
If they're thinking about coming to Costa Rica or Puerto Viejo specifically, and they have something in their head like, oh, I'm so afraid, I don't know what to expect, you know, like they just have this uncertainty.
Yeah.
And if you could give advice to somebody like you, let's just say, who has never had the experiences that you had, to live here, to be a part of this community, a big part of this community, what would you say to them? What advice would you give to them to help them get over that hump of anxiety of leaving their current country and coming on over to Costa Rica?
Wow. I think the adventure is just traveling is an adventure.
Right.
So that's the first thing you have to look at it as. You're going somewhere new, but you're going somewhere where people are actually open and receptive to you as an individual.
Right.
This town has a special quality. We have all kinds of people here. I mean, you have African Americans.
You know, there's 57 nationalities.
Really?
Between Cahuita and Masanillo.
There you go.
57
Wow.
nationalities between Cahuita and Masanillo.
Now that's a real melting pot. And I think that's why we don't have the prejudices that sometimes you feel in the United States and around the world, because you just have so much of so much.
Yes.
So you don't have that apprehension, that animosity that you get sometimes. So I think first, come and try it out.
Yes.
Come and rent an Airbnb, get a feel of town. Follow some of the blogs and things of people that have actually come here and experienced this area. There are a lot of hidden gems.
Yes.
And white picket fences.
The whole thing.
Yeah, I've seen it all.
The whole thing.
I've seen it all. I mean, seriously.
And I'm in shock, and I've been here 4.5 years.
I've seen
Some of
everything.
these neighborhoods I've never seen in my life.
Here, so just for you to get an idea, I mean, there's everything out here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's good. Now, tell us, what do you do now for a living?
Right. So now I've actually transitioned into real estate.
Okay.
A lot of the traits that I acquired while I was meeting planning and travel directing are crossing over into real estate. So I'm helping some of the local businesses to connect. Online, I have a page on Facebook and on Instagram.
Okay.
So let's say smaller little hotels that aren't as renowned as some other ones here, when there are weekends like this one, which is a holiday weekend, I start to kind of push the word out on their names. If people call and ask, where can I stay this weekend? I'm helping those businesses that are not the ones in the biggest spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So like bringing all the little mom and pop, if you will.
Yes.
Not necessarily mom and pop, but like the mom and pop, but smaller. And just kind of making a conglomerate so people can have a one-stop shop. And those little places that don't necessarily know about online presence or social media can have a social media or online presence.
Exactly. A lot of the people, they just started these businesses, you know, doing Airbnb.
Yeah, like it wasn't a real business concept. It didn't have a business plan. It was just like, oh, let's start a hotel.
Right. Or I have space. Let me just put a little 2-bedroom house right here.
Put a hammock in a tent. Whoa, hotel. Hey, so what's the name of your business?
It's Maritza Riley Real Estate.
So all of her contact information will be in the description below. So if you guys ever decide to come to Puerto Viejo and you want to find a place that might be on the off-beaten path, or is not as grand as some of the other places, but still equally as interesting and beautiful, then you'll be able to have Maritza's information to give her a contact. So
yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, my dear.
You are welcome.
Very nice. Thank you for your time.
Anytime.
Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Right, well, Lifeaholic Mom signing out. Ciao.
Bye.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share.